Fires to the firestorm surrounding President Joe Biden. The chorus of calls for the president to end his re-election campaign is getting louder tonight.
Democrats, lawmakers, and some of the biggest names in Hollywood say President Biden should step aside for the good of the country. The president has been defiant since his disastrous debate, refusing to give in to pressure to bow out of the race. But now some of his biggest supporters are publicly calling for him to step aside. The next few days could be pivotal for the president and the country.
KTLA's John Fenolio joins us with today's new developments. John.
Sure, Micah, that's right. President Biden is fielding fire on all fronts. Concerned voters, Democratic lawmakers, and now deep-pocketed donors are calling on him to withdraw over concerns about his age and ability to serve another 4-year term. Mr. Biden insists he's not going anywhere and can beat Donald Trump in November. But tonight, some of his closest allies say they hope he'll reconsider, and soon.
To NATO.
President Biden hosting world leaders at the White House, celebrating the 75th anniversary of NATO, as the world watches and waits to see if the president will end his re-election campaign.
I've never been more optimistic about America's chances.
The president defiant, rejecting calls to drop out of the race, insisting he will beat former President Trump in November. But calls for him to step aside are growing louder. Actor George Clooney pulling his support for the president just weeks after hosting a $30 million fundraiser for him. Citing his halting debate performance last month, Clooney writing in a New York Times op-ed, "The Joe Biden I was with 3 weeks ago at the fundraiser was not the Joe Big Effing Deal Biden of 2010. He wasn't even the Joe Biden of 2020. He was the same man we all witnessed at the debate. The one battle he cannot win is the fight against time. None of us can." Mr. Biden still officially has support from a majority of Democrats on Capitol Hill, but a growing number are calling on him to step down, including Democratic Senator Peter Welch of Vermont, now the first senator to call on Biden to withdraw. Former House Speaker and longtime Biden ally Nancy Pelosi telling MSNBC she'll support the president's decision, while signaling the divide among Democrats amid questions about whether Biden's decision to run is final.
We're all encouraging him to make that decision because time is running short.
And ABC News anchor George Stephanopoulos, who interviewed the president last week, making news after apologizing for an off-the-cuff comment to a passerby who asked him for his opinion about Biden's fitness for office. Stephanopoulos replied, "I don't think he can serve 4 more years."
It's a wave of people saying, I have a problem with the current president seeking re-election. And this has become really a drip, drip, drip since the debate. And President Biden is trying to stem this exodus away from him. And with George Clooney, you have a very vocal voice saying, we need somebody else.
All right, the Biden campaign is promising more unscripted events to try and win back support. Now, to that end, the president is set to speak at a news conference tomorrow evening. Sure, Micah, back to you.
Okay, John, thank you.